Urbanization in Vietnam. Growth, challenges, and opportunities. Vietnam, a country known for its rapid development and vibrant culture, has experienced a significant transformation in recent decades. Central to this change is the rise in urbanization, a phenomenon that has reshaped both the physical and socio-economic landscape of the country. With the population increasingly moving from rural areas to cities, Vietnam's urban centers, especially Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, have become bustling hubs of economic activity, opportunity, and growth. However, while urbanization has undoubtedly contributed to the nation's progress, it also brings with it a set of challenges that Vietnam must address as it continues to modernize. The surge in urbanization, a new chapter for Vietnam. Vietnam's journey toward urbanization began in earnest in 1986 when the government introduced the Doi Moi, renovation, economic reforms. These reforms marked a significant shift from a centrally planned economy to one that embraced elements of market liberalization, including private property rights. As a result, economic opportunities flourished, particularly in urban areas, drawing people from the countryside in search of better living standards. By 2019, over 33 million people were living in urban areas, accounting for 34.4% of the total population. This represents a dramatic increase from the earlier stages of Doi Moi, particularly in Vietnam's two major urban centers, Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. Between 1986 and 2019, these cities saw their urban populations grow rapidly, with Hanoi increasing its share from 8.5% to 15.9%, and Ho Chi Minh City from 24.9% to 31% of the country's total urban population. These figures highlight the allure of urban life, with its promise of higher wages, better services, and greater opportunities. Economic growth and urbanization, a symbiotic relationship. Urbanization has been a driving force behind Vietnam's impressive economic growth. There is a well-established positive correlation between urbanization and economic expansion, and Vietnam is no exception. As more people move to cities, the demand for goods and services increases, spurring job creation in sectors like manufacturing, construction, and technology. This, in turn, raises the country's GDP, which has seen steady growth over the past few decades. A significant shift in Vietnam's economic structure can be directly attributed to urbanization. In 1985, agriculture accounted for 37.2% of the country's GDP. However, by 2008, that figure had dropped to just 18.5%, while the industrial sector rose from 26.2% to 43.2% in the same period. This shift reflects how urbanization has played a critical role in transforming Vietnam from an agrarian economy to one driven by industry and services. Not only has urbanization boosted the economy, but it has also improved the quality of life for many Vietnamese. Access to basic services like electricity and clean water has increased dramatically as urban areas expand. In 1993, only 14% of households in Vietnam had access to electricity, but by 2009, this number had risen to more than 96%. Similarly, access to fresh water has improved, with over 70% of households connected to the water network by 2007. Migration, a rural exodus. A defining feature of Vietnam's urbanization is the migration of people from rural areas to cities, especially the southeast region, which includes Ho Chi Minh City. This migration is largely driven by economic factors, with people seeking better job prospects, higher wages, and improved living conditions. The economic disparities between rural and urban areas have created a strong pull, drawing millions to cities where industries are booming. Studies show that rural to urban migrants in Vietnam tend to have a higher standard of living than both non-migrants in rural areas and non-migrants in urban areas. This movement has been beneficial not only for the migrants themselves but also for the cities, which gain a new labor force that supports industrial growth and economic development. However, this rapid influx of people also presents challenges for urban planning and infrastructure, as cities struggle to accommodate the growing population. The environmental cost of urbanization. While urbanization has brought numerous economic benefits, it has also come with significant environmental costs. Vietnam's cities are now grappling with issues like traffic congestion, air pollution, and inadequate waste management systems, all of which threaten the country's long-term sustainability. One of the most visible consequences of urbanization is the dramatic increase in traffic. In particular, mopeds, the most popular form of transportation in Vietnam, have surged in number. In Hanoi, for example, the number of mopeds grew from 0.5 million in 2001 to 4.7 million in 2013. While mopeds are affordable and convenient, their sheer number has led to frequent traffic jams and worsening air quality in major cities. Additionally, Vietnam has seen a rise in industrial activity, which has led to air and water pollution. Factories and industrial plants, many of which were built rapidly to keep up with economic demand, often release pollutants into the environment. The 2016 Vietnam marine life disaster, for instance, saw a massive release of toxic waste from a steel plant into the sea, devastating marine life and affecting thousands of people dependent on fishing. Urban areas also face significant challenges in waste management. The amount of solid waste generated in cities has more than doubled between 2003 and 2008, with industrial waste accounting for the bulk of this increase. Despite government efforts to improve waste handling, including promoting household waste sorting, most Vietnamese still do not practice proper waste management, exacerbating the problem of urban waste. Addressing the challenges, government interventions, and future prospects. The Vietnamese government is acutely aware of the challenges posed by rapid urbanization and is taking steps to address them. One of the key areas of focus has been on reducing air pollution. Efforts include curbing the number of motorcycles on the roads and expanding public transportation networks, such as buses and metro lines, to offer residents alternative means of commuting. Another significant challenge is managing the increasing volume of solid waste. The government has launched campaigns to encourage waste sorting and recycling and is implementing stricter regulations on industrial waste disposal. The challenge lies not only in creating the infrastructure for proper waste management but also in changing public behaviors and attitudes toward waste. Despite these challenges, the future of urbanization in Vietnam remains bright. The Vietnamese Ministry of Construction has forecasted that the country's urbanization rate will reach 45% in the coming years. With the right policies in place, Vietnam has the potential to harness the benefits of urbanization while mitigating its environmental impact. Conclusion: urbanization as a catalyst for change. Vietnam's urbanization is a powerful force driving economic growth and societal transformation. It has helped to reduce poverty, improve access to services, and create new opportunities for millions of people. Cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City are thriving as hubs of innovation, culture, and industry, playing pivotal roles in Vietnam's ongoing development. However, the rapid pace of urbanization also presents challenges that cannot be ignored. Environmental degradation, traffic congestion, and waste management issues are growing concerns that require proactive government intervention and public cooperation. The balance between urban growth and sustainability will be crucial as Vietnam continues to navigate its path toward becoming a modern, prosperous nation. In the years to come, how Vietnam manages its urbanization will determine its ability to maintain the economic gains of recent decades while protecting the health and well-being of its citizens. With thoughtful planning and commitment to sustainability, Vietnam can ensure that its cities remain vibrant, livable, and resilient in the face of ongoing change.